Pretty calm night. We don't find any storms that we were tracking at this time last night, and then we developed more storms late early morning hours. We're starting to find some drier air working in. Rain chances going down, but that means temps going up. So I'm starting with the satellite imagery tonight just to show the few clouds that you see across the region. Watch a lot of them start to fade away. And more storms across the border. They're still ongoing tonight. You can see those were the cloud tops there. Very impressive storms, but even there they're weakening. And look at the cloud cover again here, really starting to fade away. We're going to jump right into temperatures and go right into the forecast since we don't have anything other than the heat and humidity that we really have in place that's not going anywhere. 84 officially in town. We've got 75 already to Bogalusa. We got an 81 Belle Chase, 78 to Galliano. Dew point still into the 70s, still feeling like a thick, humid night. You look at the high pressure that's been bottled up in the East Coast, right centered over the Appalachians with extreme heat warnings, mid-Atlantic into the Northeast. Dry tomorrow, but I'm still watching this feature. I've been discussing it the last couple of days. The chance we get some storms developing east, and they're going to roll west, kind of backing their way in, as we say. That's a chance, but it seems to me the latest data tonight really more supportive that we're going to bring in that energy to the next day into Thursday, and that's going to blossom more storms. 70s to wake up tomorrow morning. There's no change there. There is still a chance of storms tomorrow. I'm taking it down to a 20% chance, but it's still there. And then there's that wave that started to go from east to west, or clusters of storms that are fading once they get here. I got us to a high of 95, some as hot as 96, 97, maybe 98. Even south shore to the coast, I got 93s, 92s. With the heat index, we're pushing 107, awfully close to the heat advisory criteria of 108. So still going with a weather impact day just because we're getting close to that territory. However, you're headed to Baton Rouge for the national championship celebration. Got the heat index at 8 at 94, still very warm and humid temperatures, 80s under pretty much clear skies. Here's a look at those storms that fade. Look at the energy as we're getting up Thursday morning. Already some storms in place, and I think that'll spark up more storms. Give it a 60% chance into Thursday. We're right back into the pattern that we ended the last few weeks coming up till now. Temperatures still before those storms develop. I've got a pretty hot day at 94, 95 to 96. So very hot Wednesday. The day tomorrow with the rain chances going down. The storms are back Thursday as I showed. Heat and humidity here, and that peak heat index at times 105 plus. Tropics, what a day it has been. We had our first named storm system of the year, Tropical Storm Andrea. This is absolutely no more. It's really hard to even see where the leftovers of that system are, and that's really what I'm going to call it, or leftovers. There's really not even any storm activity with it, so it's a post-tropical. It's a remnant low, according to the National Hurricane Center. Way out to sea. This is parts of Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia to Canada. New York is way over this direction, so it's headed out to open waters where it just continues to become a weaker system. So there's still nothing coming our way over the next 7 days. That was the first of the season. Next named storm up on the list, though, will be Barry. Then we've got the rest of our storms. This would be Chantal. It would be the pronunciation of this one to come our way. Rain chances over the next 7. Pretty minimal tomorrow, but they're still there. Right back up to 60% chances to finish the week, head through the weekend, and go to next week. So WDSU's first warning weather 7-day, the impact day tomorrow, because we're really close to heat advisory criteria. Then I got a slight chance that overnight storm. It's still there with that little cluster of storms that could move east-west. Hot and humid, scattered storms Friday through the weekend to next week.